Welcome to Streamline Marketing Pro. This is Jenny Carlson, co-founder and 20-year real estate industry professional. Join me as I share one of the many features of the Streamline Marketing Pro system. Thank you for joining us today to talk about pop-up forms. These are forms that pop up either on your website or on your funnel for agents. That's your property website usually, though you can create funnels for other reasons. And so we're going to talk about the pop-up forms and how to integrate those. So the first thing is that you're going to want to get into your Streamline Marketing Pro system. You're going to want to go to the sites on the menu on the left hand side, and then it will bring you to the same menu that you have for when you go to the funnel to create your property website. And instead of choosing funnels, you're going to slide all the way over here to forms, and you are going to go to your form builder. Now, the form builder is fantastic. It works pretty much the same way as other things within the system. It's a box system. The same kind of style for creating things is there. So you're able to do that. I already have quite a few forms here in the system for myself. This is my test account, and I'm going to go ahead and just choose. Let me find one that's not active right this minute. I believe that's the home seller form is not active right this minute, so we can use that one. And I'm going to go ahead and open that up. All I did was click on it so that you can see what is on the form in the moment. So right now you can tell it's very plain, right? So it's got the first name, the last name, the phone, the email. There, when you see those little stars, that means they're all required. And then of course the I'm ready to sell my house button. So let's talk about form creation a little bit. So I'm going to do a separate video for you guys on creating the form itself and go through that a little more in depth, but I want to at least do a cursory view here, which is you can add elements, delete elements from this form. So all I'm doing is clicking on first name, and you'll see all my choices related to first name over here. You always, in my recommend that your query key and placeholder name, they all be the same first name, right? Query key, first name. Of course, if you're using multiple forms, you're going to want to maybe distinguish that through a number or abbreviation. So we might even make that like home seller form. Let me go H seller form. Okay, I just did an abbreviation. So each field you can choose the width, all those kind of things. So on the right is your menu of things you can change. And then on your left are things that you can add. Okay, so right now, maybe I'm just going to go ahead and add address and throw it over here. Okay, and now we have the address field, and I'm going to go ahead and save this. Again, I'm going to do a separate tutorial for you on forms. I'm going to click save, and then I'm going to click integrate because it's so funny. Sometimes in the system you can use the link, and sometimes you can actually choose the form. So just to cover my bases and save time, I'm going to go over here and click share and then just get the link. Now, anytime you see the little boxes one over the other like this, that means you can copy it to your clipboard. And so I've gone ahead and done that. But again, it's going to be the home seller's form that I'm looking for. Now I'm going to jump back over. I'm going to hit back, and I'm going to go back to funnels. And we're going to go back to the test funnel that I was using in a previous video. So test property website here. And I'm going to go ahead and click on edit because we want to enter the funnel that we had started to create. And we're going to go to pop-up settings. So I'm going to come up here, and you'll notice all these icons. They all have different features. Of course, there's the adding of the elements and layers where you can look at it in a different view there. Pages, of course, tracking codes, custom CSS, topography, background, pop-up settings, and that's what we're looking for. SEO metadata, preview custom codes, of course, cookie consent, and that's your main your main options there. So I'm going to go to pop-up settings. And we're going to go ahead, and you see right now it says none. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that right there. And it says you do not have any forms yet. And so we're going to go ahead and click in that box right there where it says you do not have any forms yet. And then it says right down here, button actions, go to the next step. And we can choose our form, and it was the home sellers form. So I'm going to click on that, and then the home sellers form pops up in this home pop-up setting box, right? So that's how you know that it worked. There's your element name, and then of course which form you want to choose. If we wanted to choose a different one, we could use that. We could choose the home valuation quiz. So this is another form that was created to help agents connect directly with potential leads versus just having it automated. And people, when they click on the home valuations that are automated, they click on it, they get their number, they walk away. So this actually helps you to create a contact and to start building that relationship. But that said, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the home seller form and let it pull in there. And anything that you create on your form is what's going to pull in here. So you notice on the home valuation quiz that showed it was a little fancier, right? So you can make your forms really fancy and have them pop up here. Now, go to next step would mean going to the next step within your funnel. So that could be your thank you page. So for instance, if you had a pop-up setting on your property website and you want them to go to the next step of a thank you page, they can do that, or you can send them to your website. I recommend you might as well go ahead and do a nice thank you page. You're going to get notified so that you can follow up with them. But that would be what I would do. I would just go ahead and create a thank you page and let them go to that, or they can go to your website as well, whichever way, depending upon your workflow and your business. So that's how that works. But go to next step, that's what it means. It's going to go to the next step in your funnel and go to website URL. You could pick any website URL that you want them to go to. And then, of course, right here, you would enter your website URL. And of course, you could open it in a new tab as well. Okay, so that's what that means by integrating and doing a pop-up form on either your website or your funnel. So thanks for joining us today. That was a quick tutorial. You can always reach out to us anytime to go ahead and have us help you through these steps. We're here to help you. The best CRM is the one that you use. So we're here to help you do that. Thanks so much and have a great day.